President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, made a speech about African Americans, and it's currently going viral, even though the video is a bit old, because he made that speech during the U.S. Africa summit, which just concluded last month. Let me show you the clip. We'll come back and discuss.
The impact of a successful Africa on the image and standing of Africans in the diaspora applies with equal force to the image and standing of her sons and daughters who go by the name African Americans, and indeed to all her kith and kin in the Americas and the Caribbean. There's a lot of room for your perspectives and energies back in Africa. The second half of the 20th century witnessed a great blow for human progress and freedom when the African peoples, in the wake of Ghana's shining example, liberated themselves from the colonial and imperialist yoke and the racist ideology of apartheid and emerged as free, independent peoples to construct new nations of hope and advancement. The first half of the 21st century should consolidate this development and see the growth of modern, prosperous, technologically advanced nations within a united Africa, which would make a reality of the dream of the 21st century as the African century and bring dignity and respect to Black people all over the world.
We love to see this, especially coming from an African leader. We don't hear this a lot, and we need to hear it more often. We hear it from the people. We say we want unity. We say we want to, understand the history and cultures of each other. And we also say that we would like to build the bridge and fill that gap. We've said that all, but we also need our governments to be involved because they are in the position of power. They be able to make it accessible and easy to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. In his speech, he addressed African Americans specifically. So, my question would be, are you making it easier when it comes to the visa processing, the passport? Are you making it easier for African Americans to buy land, to build, to be able to, reap the benefits of what maybe a Ghanaian can in that country? I love that he's saying this, and this is such a wonderful thing to hear coming from leadership. But at the same time, we also have to back it up so that it makes sense, so that it's not just saying nice things. So I first want to appreciate that he said that in the first place. And I also want to remind people, Pan-Africanism is not just about uniting Africa, right? Because Pan-Africanism is about Africans plus the diaspora plus anybody that is of African descent coming together in order to take what's rightfully ours. So in this day and age, unfortunately, we hear a lot of divisive rhetorics, and we hear so many disheartening, back and forth between our communities, not just the diaspora and Africans, but also within Africa, even between, you would think in the same country, there's going to be just unity. No, even within the same country, there's tribalism. Even when you forget about that, there's an issue with family members. There's always going to be a disagreement, a different way of life, but it doesn't change the fact that we're one people. So when a leader like Nana Akufo-Addo comes out and says we are one people and we want to receive our brothers and sisters, it means something. It is a wonderful start, and I want to hear more African leaders extending the invite, and not just the invite, making things simpler and easier for our family to come back and do whatever they please. Because at the end of the day, you can say come, and you're not making it easier for the transition or even just for visiting the country. It just doesn't make sense. It's just lip service. So we need to continue this conversation, and I love to hear it because I'm all for unity. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about what the president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, said about our brothers and sisters in the US. I'm Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.